So today we're going crabbing out here in my hometown. It's pretty windy today, so we weren't able to get out fishing. So we're gonna hope the crabs are biting. Been having a hankering for some blue calls, so stay tuned. We're gonna run about 10 or 12 topless pots, as you can see right here, and just set them out on the line and see what happens. Tide's almost dead low now, so it's gonna switch and we're gonna get mostly incoming, and hopefully it's all right. I haven't been out yet this year, so it's my first crabbing trip of the year. So even if we can get a few dozen, that'll be more than enough for a good dinner. So let's see what happens. I'm gonna be using bunker as bait, and maybe if we have a little time, we might try to catch a flounder in the meantime. But stick with us and hopefully we get some. Okay, so here's what we're using for bait. It's bunker, or otherwise known as menhaden, and we're just gonna get as many few inch sections we can out of each bunker, and that'll be our bait. So we're gonna get this cut up and then get our traps out. So wish us luck. Just grab a chunk. That's a tiny piece, but it'll still work. Put it under the spring and let her rip. And then repeat, repeat, repeat. Last one on the first set. Now we let them sit for a few minutes and hopefully we got some. Fingers crossed. No way.
It's a big one.
And I don't have shoes.
And it's missing a claw.
I think they're
we got one.
That's what we're looking for right there.
In the pot. Yeah. Oh, in here?
That's right.
There was bait in it still.
I don't want to get that small.
Yeah.
So we just finished our first couple haulbacks. This is what we ended up catching. Not great, but not too bad either, so I'll take it. If it stays at that pace, we'll be doing just fine. So we're gonna keep at it, and hopefully we're eating a pile of crabs tonight or tomorrow. So Tide's almost slack, so it's either gonna get worse or better. I'm hoping better, so we'll see. Okay, so we just pulled this trap up and we have 2 of these guys in it, and these are pregnant female crabs, and regulations have it so you are not able to keep these because they're reproducing. So these are going to live to see another day and hopefully make more crabs. So wish you the best of luck. What you got? What you got? Nothing. Not today. What do we got? Happy Gilmore? Oh. Like we said, this one's pregnant, so we cannot keep. But this one looks all right, so we'll see. Crabs have to be 4.5 inches point to point. This one is 5.5.
Dang it.
Heavy trap. So unfortunately the GoPro died when we were out there crabbing, but we were able to get about 40 crabs, and now I'm going to show you the proper way to clean one. So this crab is not dead, it's actually just cold and lethargic. I had it in the refrigerator overnight. I highly recommend you do that, or an ice bath before cleaning them. It minimizes your chances of getting pinched. So the first thing we're going to do here is put our finger on the edge of the back end of the apron and one on the tip of the shell. Apply pressure down and then just pull the top of the shell right up. That will then allow you to see all the inside organs. You will then take the mouth right off and the lungs. And then remove the apron. This is a male. After that, you have your crab. It's pretty much ready to go. You then just get a hose and hose the guts right out into a bucket, or it's easier to do at the marina. Like I said, this crab was not dead until then. It was just cold and lethargic. So after that, you can finish cleaning it up and it is ready to be steamed, or however you want to cook them. So stay tuned and I will turn back in when we get to the smoker. So after you got all your crabs cleaned, you're gonna lay them in the bucket here, and after you got a good layer of them, some people use J.O. spice. Today I'm using Old Bay. So some people prefer less, some people will prefer more, and some people will prefer no spice at all, but I like to spice them up. So do a layer and then just keep on. And also, if your the claws fall off when you're cleaning them, you can just save them. They still cook fine. So after you got a layer, keep stacking them in and then make another layer. So they look pretty good. So when you go to cook them, you're gonna fill your thing up with water. I usually put about 3.5, 4 inches, depending on how many crabs I'm gonna cook in there. And then turn your propane on and give it a light. And now you set your pot on top and wait for your water to start boiling. So, and then once your water comes to a boil, we're gonna put the crabs in for about 12 to 15 minutes, depending on how they're looking, and then pull them out and then put our next batch in. So stick with us. So our water has now came to a boil, and our first batch of crabs is seasoned up and ready to go. So we're gonna drop them in there without getting burnt, hopefully. Smack the lid back on and set a 12-minute timer and check back in on them then. So we're cooking. Okay, we just pulled the lid off, and after about 14 minutes, these things are definitely done and ready to go. So you're gonna pull them out, let all the water drain out. This is very, very, very hot water, so please be careful. Once it's done dripping, set them on your plastic or cardboard, whatever you have out. Preferably probably cardboard, but this is what I had. It could melt this, but it's not. It's thick plastic, so we're good. So pull them out here, and then we'll put them in the pan, and we will be ready to feast. So thank you so much for watching, and give us a thumbs up. So after we let them cool off, here's what we got. We are ready to go.